cable access, Channel 62 presents
Hot or Not.
Hello.
Hello.
Happy Sunday. Good to see you, John.
Good to see you, sir.
I did, for the people that were calling me a impoverished person, I did get a corkscrew for this week. So as
There
we
you
have
go.
our second episode of Hot or Not. Happy Sunday, buddy.
I don't even have my cup. Oh, darn. Hold on. Everyone has to hold on.
So I'm going out of a mason jar this week. I don't think you heard that, but I'm going out of a mason jar this week. Oh, thank you very much for a good reception to week one. So that was fun. Good show coming up for week two. If you're new to the show, we start.
It's far too important to not have.
This is very important. It's a key part of the show. This is, if you didn't hear last week, we are the male Hoda and Kathy Lee. There's no more Hoda and Kathy Lee. So who are we? John and Tom with some good red wine. Cabernet. It's from Sonoma County, California. Which
Mine is from the former California, as you
former California
should say now.
Very hot.
Mine is a Cabernet Franc, which is from Argentina, which I heard has good wine.
I wouldn't think good wine with Argentina. I don't like what
It's a big place for wine. Is Spanish wine is like an untalked about thing. I think it's like a whole genre of wine that the common man just doesn't know about.
Is it Spanish wine or South American wine?
Maybe all the South American wine.
Yeah,
maybe.
Hot.
I can't imagine it's too good being it slipped into my slimy hands, but you know.
Was this the wine that you got from the gas station owner?
Yes, Tom, it is. Yes, it is.
So it might be a little slimy.
Pleasantly uncorked from last week and ready to be drank upon. Hot or not, and we're back.
Hot or not, and we're back. And a good week one. Pretty good reception. People are into it. I have to address though, there's nothing that drives me more insane than when somebody says, I bench 325, and then when you look at them, you go, there's no way this person benches 325. They tell you after the fact, well, I don't know if it's 325. I use a Smith machine at Planet Fitness. There's nothing more not hot than somebody overinflating their bench, squat, deadlift numbers.
Also, Planet Fitness isn't hot.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Planet
not at all. I'm sorry. Judge me. I want judged.
I want judged. I want to be able to scream and yell.
Yeah.
I can grunt if I want, and I can throw weights if I want.
Because grunting while lifting is hot. That is fucking.
It's hot. You're exerting a lot of energy, and you're actually pushing more weight if you exert all that energy. So you're getting bigger, a la hot. Really,
and it's far more natural. That's how the Romans and Greeks did it.
By the way, the concept of this show is not very hard. I talked to the city of Montante Friday night after Mick and the Minifans. Is that what we're calling Mick and the Minifans?
No, it's still Mike and the Minifans. I'm fairly certain Mick's name is actually Mike anyways.
It is.
Yeah, so there you go.
By the way, hot. That show was hot the other night.
It was hot. It was back. I over the weeks of everybody saying the show is dead and Mike and the Minifans is dead, and John, you did such a great job slowly bleeding something of Mike's after he spited you and blah blah blah. I know. I didn't know that it could be back like that, and it was like we were right back into the conversation. Like that's how Mike and the Minifans used to be, where it's just like six just weirdos talking, and then you have Matt from Providence cutting his skin and doing blood rituals and stuff for Kirk, and it was awesome. It was nice to be back.
Mick is a good host. Mick, hot. Mick's hot right now.
Mick is hot right now. Mick is hot. It's good to have Mick in the atmosphere, Mick in the sphere.
Mick adds a lot. Mick's good. Mick's good. I do think he needs a light. We gotta if we have to this light right here. You know what? It's a little bright. Maybe I should move it. Somebody thought it was a sex swing.
Peaking. It's peaking a little bit. In the biz, we would call that peaking. But it is on a pulley system, which is cool.
It is, yeah. I think I got it from Timo. But gotta get him a light. And if he got a tan, like Mick could be this like little Billy Bush 2.0.
Oh, I just listened to a Billy Bush interview. Hot. Hot. Went to school at Tucker Carlson.
Did he really?
He did. They went to the same grade school.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But anyways, Mike and the Minifans hot right now. So I'm excited for that. The network is hot right now.
Network is hot.
Outside of
I'm happy
about their benching, which that just drove. I can't get out. I actually I put what my max is because I'm not going to lie. This is honesty. This is writing it down for posterity reasons. So just if you want to be hot, tell people what you're honest.
Yeah, your honest lift.
Nobody gives a shit. Okay, it's not a competition. But
yeah, and you could probably beat me up anyways. Like I said, I don't even know what 325 pounds looks like. So, like I really don't.
So you can't even compute what 325 looks like on a bar.
Dude, if someone that was 325 pounds needed me to save them, I'd be like, oh, my lawyer would tell me not to. And then I would fucking run out of fucking the World Trade Center and watch them die.
Well, right now, Jenks is doing a whole, that's another World Trade Center reference.
It was hot there. It was hot that day. No humidity that day.
No, it's the clear blue day.
That's the first thing people say about 9/11 is
it was
I can't even see how clear of a day it was. No humidity. Not a cloud in the sky.
Not a cloud in the sky. It was a perfect morning. They called it a perfect morning.
Yeah, the perfect morning. It was the worst day in history for Americans. Like, it broke us. We'll talk about this later, but I just watched Vice. America is such a America is not hot right now. Trumpy daddy is going to maybe get it back to hot, but it's going to be hard. He's got a big fucking process ahead of him, I think.
Well, when we talk about the political stuff, we'll save that. Because, I'm not even talking politics. Just watching the way the guy owns a room. Do people gravitate? We'll talk about it anyways. Yeah. But speaking of working out, whatever, I think we need a KMS there's KMS lifting, and then there's bar stool lifting, which is the thing that Frank's handler Jenks wants to do. And then there's KMS lifting. I think we need to start because I was disturbed this week with what I saw from who I thought was an athlete. Like I thought Kirk was a two-sport athlete growing up, top star in each one of those teams. And I'm looking at gym class hero. Mm-hmm. Gym class hero this week. And disappointing too for a guy that usually dresses really well. Yeah. Despite Barstool, I know he said he forgot his Miltons, but my God. And, everybody wants to talk about the pants this week. I think we are overlooking the biggest guffaw of them all. Wearing a white T-shirt on TV when maybe you enjoyed the holidays a little too much.
Oh, so obviously we're talking about the famous picture that what would we be hot or not without going probably person by person throughout this show.
I was amazed by this
about this picture because this is what I live for. We will dive deep into Kirk, but right off the bat, I was getting heavy vibes of this.
Now, what's that?
Of that mid 2000s, like he was a skater boy. You said, see,
everything was baggy back then.
It was, but then we transformed to this. But this is our hero right here. Maybe this is what Kirk is going for. Is Kirk a Oakley wearing guy of the mid 2000s? Is he trying to be?
It showed.
But look at this guy.
That guy's cool.
What is this? It's kind of hot. I am giving Kirk the hot for the week. I am. The pants. He may be. Dude, I was just watching a video of a guy who was like, I don't know, he must be transitioning. So it's a girl now. So she was doing a video commenting about I don't know, something where a guy was wearing a girl was wearing a jean jacket, and he was like, "Oh, honey, that jean jacket is so 2003." And then I'm like, "Yo, dude, this video is from 2023." I'm like, "Dude, you should have waited 2 years because now jean jackets are back in for chicks." So, but he was wrong. I don't want to be that guy or girl.
That person.
Maybe Kirk is the first person to say, this is cool. This is hard.
Well, all right. So the Reeboks, I don't have a problem with. Let's start from the bottom and work our way up.
Okay, we'll start.
The Reeboks are fine. Love the Reeboks.
Yeah.
Sponsor, great, showing off the apparel.
I wish we could.
The shoelaces are not. Are the shoelaces tied weird to you? Because look how the one on the left foot is off to the side, and then the one on the right foot's actually made pretty perfectly.
And listen, we support the sponsors. We support the sponsors here.
We support the sponsors.
I don't think this is helping the sponsors. That's just me. I'm saying that this
the pants don't help the sponsors.
The pants.
It's
it's the pattern of the pants. I'm taking it back to the pants store. But like, here's the deal. See, I look at it this way. Hot. What's going on? Hot. Ooh, but you have a different take of maybe he let himself go with this t-shirt.
Look out. I mean, maybe it's the way he's sitting. First off, he's a candidate for scoliosis.
Oh.
The shoulders being hunched over the way they are. Go back to the image of him earlier this week with Clemmer on the couch when they're sitting there, and he's like hunched over like this. And maybe he's just trying to get away from Clemmer. But like, even the way he sits in the studio, like he looks like a candidate for scoliosis. That back is going to be killing him when he's in his 80s.
Now I would say he went on keto like a year and a half ago, which by the way, keto is hot. Just generally.
It's tough to keep up. It's hot.
You can keep up with keto and
ketosis. It's awesome, but it's hard to get there.
But like then when you're in the middle of it, because I did it for some reason because Carm wanted to do it, and I actually lost like 5 pounds in a week. But then you're like, damn, I didn't realize how much bread was a part of my life.
Right.
Like,
it's a lot of bread and sugar that you don't realize.
Yeah.
But you load up on meat, which is nice. I like that.
Which was so Kirk before he did keto had a show where he's wearing maybe polos are his weakness. Maybe polos. I don't think polos are hot. I don't. Polos are
which ones? Like the ones that he wears fits him because he's a golfer anyways.
Yeah.
So it's like, and he kind of like, he pulls it off when he got the tan going. It's hot.
You could do it. Yeah.
But you go back to the picture.
Yeah. But he was gaining a little belly like this last time.
Belly right there. Nobody wanted to point out the belly.
I didn't notice it. I'm telling you what. That kind of got my attention. The belly didn't get my attention. It didn't.
The white t-shirt did him no favors.
But
no favors whatsoever.
The only thing saving this, and I think it's the only piece from Milton's, is that coat, because that coat is hot as fuck.
The coat's hot. We love
coat's hot.
The pants, you could have done it with the khakis. I'm not saying you couldn't have done it with the khakis in that coat. That works. Yeah. But the white t-shirt, it's for a guy that dresses so nice usually. What are we doing here?
He looks like he's in 10th grade. He has a basketball game later and like an event after school.
That's
and he goes to like Southern Prep.
Like when's the last time do you think he shopped for clothes?
Yeah, I do. Like one of my dreams. I don't want to be friends with Kirk. I just want to one day be the kid that's like, hey, you want to take a shopping and you can pick out our clothes? Is that gay, Tommy?
It's a little gay, but it's
nice. I know, but I just like, yo,
bonding,
dude, you give me the Milton's store and I get to just design Kirk Minahan his outfits, I would fucking kill that job, dude. He would be looking like the rest of this cast, because most of Barstool, not that.
That's another problem.
This cast, because they look good.
I really think there's only 2 people that look good in this picture.
Okay, but you have to remember they're sports bloggers. They're sports bloggers.
Well, no, even what is that dress that Keegs is wearing? I honestly thought it was the Star Wars death ship.
Yeah, she does look like a floor mat. But Keegs is
or like one of those rugs, like those. Yeah.
Keegs is going up and up in my books day by day. The more she deals with Kirk, the more she just shows that she has a big old set of testicles under that fucking floor mat of a dress.
She's tough.
She is. Keegs is hot right now. I'm definitely in on Keegs. Who else what other notables in the cast?
Rico looks like a mobster from Staten Island.
Yeah, Rico looks like I had an Italian gentleman that I've gone to my whole life dress me.
He major mobster vibe.
Yeah,
and just
and modern mob. Like he's not modern mob. Modern mob.
His grandparents are more in it. Roan looks miserable.
Yeah. Roan doesn't look happy. He looks like his buddy Caleb's not going to be here anymore. He looks upset.
Like that's not the Roan that I've seen on Barstool for a long time. So he looks like he's dressed for a funeral.
No, I was at Rough and Rowdy with the Be a Man guy once. We got to sit ringside. Yeah. And we sat next to Roan and Caleb, and they were wearing this outfit, but they were dressed as Undertakers, basically. And they had the hat on. Did he wear the hat?
I didn't see it on Surviving.
Yeah, he had like a big black top hat and gloves. It was kind of a sick fit. It wasn't bad because they kind of try to like match their outfits each time for these things, but now they won't because Caleb is gone. Caleb leaving Barstool and the mass fleeing of Barstool, not hot. Not a good look.
Yeah. Ronan, Caleb kind of could be like a modern day. Maybe this is like an over exaggeration, but like maybe like a modern day Steve Martin Short type of thing.
That would be cool. They had like a good little vibe for
they were good together. They were a good team.
Or post-fight interviews for Rough and Rowdy, and like they had that Caleb has that perfect like I'm talking shit, but like in a serious situation type of deal. He did it was good. What about my guy Mitzi? I think he looks aces.
Best dressed there.
Best dressed there.
Best dressed there. The dumbest person in the room is the best dressed there.
Other than the fact that I can definitely see that he's wearing 2 different colored socks, which I am trying to, I'm trying to start the 2 different sock movement. It's completely okay because when you wear 2 different socks, you can wear unmatching colors, but obviously no black and brown or fucking brown and blue or black and blue and that shit. But still, like the unmatching socks is a cool trend I'm trying to start, especially with dress shoes.
So is it like the designer socks or is it like,
dude, if you just have 2 dress socks that don't go together, but they match your fucking fit, just rock them both. Just rock one of each. If you're wearing blue, like you wear a blue one and a gray one, like you might be doing right here, that's not a bad move.
Some people can pull it off. I'm not one of those people that can pull off extravagant.
Yeah, outfits. You have to be kooky, but you would have to like then dial down the rest of your outfit because then you're the sock guy.
You're the sock guy.
Yeah,
you stand out.
But yeah, I think other notables in this, Taylor Luan wearing the bomber coat. Bomber coats are fucking awesome.
See, I'm not a big like snow person, so like I never.
Dude, that big collar though. Imagine popping that thing up and you got little toasty ears. It'd be fucking awesome.
It looks like he's getting ready for a trip to Aspen.
Yeah, that's cool. That's hot, dude. If you're rich enough to go on a trip to Aspen, you probably have a hot girlfriend or boyfriend.
Or boyfriend, I feel it's Colorado. Colorado's gay. Colorado's super gay
as fuck. Colorado's so gay. Yeah. That's okay. That's all right, dude.
But I don't know if it's like more mountain men or cowboys out there. I don't know what like the land.
I'd imagine it's a good mix of both. Maybe a little bit of a gay cowboy, little mountain man
city life. I need like urban city life.
I always think of the movie Out Cold, like when the big city boys come. You ever see Out Cold?
No, you're gonna find out as we do this show. As we're in week number 2, by the way.
As we proceed,
I'm gonna need to watch a lot of movies. Like Justin not knowing Goodfellas. If I ended up with the producer job, I would have been able to make no movie references.
Really?
0. I would have been fucked. Like The Godfather I've seen. There's basic ones I've seen. But more, I'm the kid that grew up watching Disney's entire life. Like every Disney movie.
That's tough. I'm a Nick kid. Yeah, look, I have like the green and fucking orange Nickelodeon fucking microphone basically, but
I always want to know.
I hated Disney kids.
I always want to know. Disney. Well, it's what it is because we have a bright outlook on the world. Yeah. Like nothing's ever going to go wrong.
There is a video I got on TikTok of it was like what type of person you are based on what you watched as a kid. And I was like, oh, fuck, they nailed it. It was like if you watch Disney as a kid or you watch PBS as a kid and all this shit, it was fucking, they nailed it. They're like
more likely to either experiment with the other sex or drugs if you watch more Disney, I feel like.
Oh, wow. There you go. Well, maybe that's my experience with drugs because I did like Disney movies.
Disney but it's a different like there's definitely drugs on both sides. Nickelodeon has it, but it's its own.
Yeah, I feel like Nickelodeon had a lot of drugs and definitely touching people of their own sex. Maybe a little too young.
Yeah,
maybe a little too young. Maybe a little too aggressively.
Pedophilia, not hot.
Yeah, not hot at all. Any last things on Barstool Survivor? Everyone's talked it to death, but no one's talked about fashion, style, and fortune.
Is Portnoy hot right now?
Portnoy, I think, comes out of this the best.
Yeah.
I think Portnoy killed. He deserved every cent of his back in his pocket for a dot. Like, he killed that game. He mind manipulated everyone. I would say Barstool's not coming out of Barstool Survivor looking the best because like everybody hates each other and like people are literally, I think, leaving because of it. But Portnoy, I think, comes out on top in this.
He does. Finished in the top 3, and suit was hot. It was fitted.
While just being like a sniveling cunt cuck to all the girls in the fucking game, he somehow came out on top.
The cuntiest win. That's how
Yeah, yes, that's what
the cuntiest win.
And like he wasn't sorry for it. He was just like, "Fuck you! This is the way the game is going." So many people had to come up to him, and him just being like, "Well, it's you, so you gotta fucking know."
Or in other words, the biggest twat wins. That's the word of the week. Twat.
There you go. That's the word of the week. Oh, are we doing word of the week now?
Well, that was the word of the week on the show. That's Kurt.
Oh, there you go. On your show?
Is
yeah. My goal is to get to the big time, and somehow Hot or Not makes it as a segment on your main show.
It could. Listen, anything is possible as long as I don't implode my career or have somebody dox me like they did during the producer search. We'll be great because both are possible.
It's only a few guidelines.
Yeah.
So I would say out of the final 3, I think Dave did look the best coming out of this. Obviously, Rhea gets $250,000, but Dave has, I think, $250 million. So,
plus another 500 somewhere. He's close to $1 billion. He has to be.
Barstool, all as the only straight voice on this show. I want to say each and every one of the Barstool girls, I would throw it all away for. I'm sorry, each and every.
I don't think. Yeah, there's nobody in that office I would throw it away for. No.
Rhea is the kind I would like. One day, maybe we'll go. No, maybe that's probably not best to have on a channel. Maybe we won't do that.
It was definitely the best. It was definitely the best looking final 3. Like it looked like a beauty pageant at the end.
For sure. Listen, I'm a Francis guy, and I want to just say, we'll talk about this maybe a little sneak preview at must go watch Francis eating lobster. I just watched that whole video. For some reason, I was hooked.
Have you watched? Okay, well, I'll ask you that when it comes out.
Okay.
Right.
What else?
I just want to remind everybody, you are enough.
You are. You are to us. Probably not to Sneaks or some of the harder people on the show.
He seems to be a big fan of the show.
Yeah. No, Sneaks is a necessary evil and a good man.
I believe that.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that.
Gotta have guys like that to tell you how it is.
So, Bob,
you're going to be unsuccessful, John. Okay. All right, fine. I get it.
Show haters are necessary. You got it.
All
right. Bob Uecker died this week, so everybody's had what I loved about Uecker. Just quickly, he had this outfit on with Carson back in the 70s, where he wore a belt over the shirt, and I feel like that style could come back.
Okay,
that's pretty hot. I don't know if you have that picture, but I sent it to you. It's from when I don't repost the video. But
is it a video or a picture?
It's I think I sent you the picture of it. But he's got the belt over the shirt, and in the right color scheme,
that could work. No, I'm gonna say this. Here it is. This is it, right?
Yeah. There you go. Now, come on.
That is kind of a fit, dude. Oh man, that takes a strong person though to fucking bring that back.
That's hot. First off, look how it puts back the shoulders, keeps that waist.
Females in 2008 already pulled this off though.
Who?
Females. Like I'm pretty sure girls.
Yeah, females, but like clearly it was a style for guys at one point. Like,
bro, that's I'm a general on the fucking Death Star fit, dude. Like that. He looks like Vader gives him his orders with that fit, bro. That is actually I kind of like it. I don't know if I could do that.
The only thing I would change is like it looks like it's a black belt with a navy blue shirt and then gray pants.
Yeah,
I might change the belt color, but
yeah, like the belt, the blue into the brown kind of blends. But I think you kind of got to do that because it's a risk, man.
It's a risk.
Unless that belt says WWE World Champion or like I'm the president of the Congo, it's hard to wear a belt like that.
I'm trying to figure out a place where I could wear that, and it would be like New York. You'd probably pull that.
Oh, New York, any like urban territory where you have
I don't
like,
think
the hipster crowd running around. There's probably already that. Well, not these days. They're all fucking thrifters, but
the gay community has a wide taste in fashion. So
exactly. I would say you could pull that off. Like, I don't know. I don't know what event you could rock. Maybe only Carson.
No, well, I mean, it looks like a Valentine's Day dinner type of fit. If I was
maybe, or like you can wear that on stage. Of course, you could wear it on stage.
Yeah, you could wear it on stage. If you go into like a play, like you go into like
a play.
Yeah, you do that at a play.
A nice fur coat over that. Your first.
Yeah. Come out with a nice fur, like a Joe Namath,
and some big sunglasses. Like I'm a superstar. Sunglasses. I like that look.
The sunglasses might be a lot.
It is a very a Namath type coat though would fit that.
Like one of those big 70 fur coats that like Walt Clyde Frazier would wear. So I saw that earlier this week and I thought it was hot. Like that. The belt over the shirt might be coming back.
Bob Uecker dying, not hot because Bob Uecker, hilarious. Bob Uecker's apparent fits back in the day. Aces.
Big WWE guy too.
Really?
3, 4, and I don't know if he did another one, but he was always part of WrestleMania. He was part of the early WrestleMania. So that's how I know Bob Uecker. And then and obviously Major League.
Dude, people that were into wrestle, like if you look like some of like the bigger news journalists these days, like were into the WWE before like they were big. It's crazy. I forget Bob Costa maybe was like a big WWE fucking broad. Is he the one that got canceled though?
No. So Costas said he was a WWE fan, and then he started to hate it when Vince took over and it became too gimmicky. Like he did it with
that was in I think the Vince.
Yeah, that was in the Vince thing. Vince thing. Yeah.
I didn't know that he was back in the day. Like he would do WrestleMania and shit. Like that's so funny because he was like on TV. Yeah, like you were into the bit. Like I love that. WWE to the day.
Costas not hot just because of his takes with wrestling, because he looks down on wrestling fans. He looks at it, it's like we're fucking idiots.
But these days, they treat them like kids. They treat wrestling fans like kids these days. I think they need to go full back into like we're the raw.
Oh, my friend, I think you're missing the golden age right now of WWE. WWE right now, hot.
Really?
Debut last week. You got to watch it on Netflix. It's just hot. It's hot right now. Storylines are good. If just
I was into it for like 3 years when like the Undertaker Kane stuff, when everybody was into it. But like I watch all the old Dark Side of the Rings. Like I wish I was into wrestling when it was back in the day. Like those people are diehards. I have a theory too. People who are still into wrestling, their dads are the people whose dads let them watch wrestling. If your dad didn't let you watch wrestling, but you still did, you're not into it these days.
Well, I was the badass growing up, so my parents wouldn't actually let me watch it, period. So I would sneak it. And
you still watch it? So that actually contradicts my theory. Fuck. That theory?
My dad didn't watch it, though. My dad didn't watch it growing up.
Neither did mine. He was against it, and not against it. He was like, why would you watch that? That's such bullshit.
Well, the first time that they saw wrestling, it was like around the time that like Jeff Jarrett's breaking 70-year-old guitars over 70-year-old women heads, and like they're doing bra and panties matches, and
they got horny for a little bit. Well, I mean, Howard Stern made the whole country horny at one point. He was like, I'm just gonna put tits on E.
This goes back to my original theory that everybody's horny.
Oh yeah.
Now, tell me if this is hot or not. I'm out at this gay bar called Ego last night, and it's my boyfriend's birthday. And there's this girl that's really drunk and comes up to him and goes, I know you're gay, but would you fuck me?
Right now or like theoretically?
I think she was like she was hitting on him. And she asked if
she like come to the bathroom and smash me out.
Right.
Fuck. That's cool. Is that hot or not? From my perspective, yeah, obviously. From her perspective, yeah, obviously, because girls just for some reason want to make gay guys fuck them. And from your perspective, that's a you question, dog. You know, like I don't think you're.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if I was a gay guy, like I would still kind of be down to like, all right, let's all go then. You know?
Well, it was just but she was so sloppy, trashy. It was
Oh,
like,
that's kind of the worst though.
oh,
Don't need any of that. Don't need any of
terrible. Not hot.
it. I'm not a drinker. I'm just not a drunk guy. So it's
But it was amazing to watch. I've never seen that before. It was my first time. So
what else we got?
Let's see. Ryan Fitzpatrick decided to show his dad bod in Buffalo.
It is one dad bod and
you know what? We've been talking for 30 minutes. Let's just jump down to trouble in paradise, if you will. What is the next hot divorce? Because we talked about the not hot divorce last week of Jeff Bezos and his wife. The next hot divorce.
I decided. Real quick, I decided I'm gonna now, if I don't have a picture for these topics, I'm gonna put it into Grok, and then we're gonna judge what kind of image we get back. And boy, oh boy, did it fucking work the first time! Because look at these. Grok does not understand what I meant.
Well, the bottom right looks like the guy just found out he has a terrible medical
Like
diagnosis.
Grok, I simply just said trouble in paradise. I didn't need actual people's fucking relationship issues, dude. Like,
the girl on the bottom left looks like she has Ted Sellers' arms.
that's kind of true. Ted Sellers hot. Ted Sellers hot. He's pulling.
He's pulling
that thing fucking. He does good for himself. That Ted Sellers boy.
So the next hot divorce is it going to be Barack and Michelle Obama?
Ooh.
So the rumors are out there that they might divorce. We'll see what happens. But this picture from the other day. By the way, the mouth open gaping hole of Kirk that is used as the background.
Yeah.
In most establishments I go to.
I didn't think about that. I didn't think that's like when you make like a car company and name it something, and in Japan it means like titty fucker or something. Like, oh, I didn't think Tommy Quinlan might jerk off to that big old fucking mouth open.
It's a wide jaw. You can do a lot.
Tell you what, it's making my pants tighter, Tom.
Made him a millionaire.
I didn't think of that. Now that's a new filter I have to put in my head. So you think these two are getting a divorce?
Yeah, this is Scream's divorce picture.
Now, is it because he apparently had some secret romance with Jennifer Aniston? Did you hear this dirty gossip?
Ooh, tell me more.
So apparently Jennifer Aniston has like this house in fucking somewhere. First of all, look how many fucking gas station bottles of wine behind these motherfuckers right here, dude.
Not even just the gas station bottles of wine,
Dude.
but if you zoom in, you have the air conditioner right.
Yeah, that goes right into the service panel. That's like season 1 of Hot or Not, season 2 of Hot or Not, season 3. So yeah, apparently that Jennifer Aniston had some secret romantic getaway home that she used to just meet the president of the United States to just slam out. Well, that's fucking awesome.
If we're being honest, Barack hot. He's probably like you look at the presidents that we've had since Kennedy.
Oh no, yeah, he's a hard 10 in that book. Yeah.
Like I try to think of like hot presidents
and like kind of can ball. I know people took it a little too excessively, but like the guy probably, I mean, he's a criminal too. Every president is, but like,
well, we're not getting it.
Definitely hotter than fucking George Bush. Like, what are we doing? Like, or fucking Gerald Ford? Like, what are we talking about?
Some leather-skinned ranch Texan versus some guy that was brought up in Hawaii. I'll take the guy from Hawaii every time.
A Clinton, period.
Not from fucking Arkansas, you know?
Yeah. No thanks. Rape vibes.
Donald wasn't attractive. Reagan might be a close second. Like
dude, Obama looks like he would finger bang housewives at the bar for sure. You know, like, and I could see Michelle Obama, who John Rocker, personal friend of mine, John Rocker has a war against Michelle Obama.
Oh, you don't say you haven't seen those AI.
Oh my god,
Michelle
who
Obama
hates that bitch, or as he would refer to her, a dude. My god.
By the way, the bare minimum on her outfit.
Yeah, seriously, can you give a little more than just like, I don't want to say it, but freed slave?
It looks like she just got out of the pool. You know,
seriously, dude, like that's the most basic outfit. I guess Barack kind of tries to keep it casual when he's not banging Jennifer Aniston in some island paradise.
Well, that's what I would expect Barack to wear. Like that's his like. He's always been I'm going to wear the beige suit. I like the grays. I'm not sure. But this picture just screams, all right, let's just put something out there for the public. So that
I watched so many videos 2 days ago of just Michelle Obama's penis jiggling in her pants. What isn't her penis? Whatever. Like I've watched in the past couple of days. So good for Barack. I hope he drops that bitch. And Melania or whatever, not Melania, their daughter, fuck her too. She's the Obama girls stink. And that's that. Obama girls not hot. Obama hot.
You know what? They're just miserable. They're all. You know what? The presidency broke them.
Actually, the one daughter got caught doing coke the one time, so maybe
The daughters don't even like the dad.
Oh, then I'm back out. I'm back out on them because I hate Obama, but even I would be like, yo, yeah, let's go chill. Like,
Obama.
Take me to all your friends. Obama. Yeah, take me to all of your friends' houses because I know everyone's just so in with Obama.
Who would again? Take away the politics. Who would want to be friends with that guy? That guy looks cool. That guy looks like he does.
And he captured the nation. And like the change picture, like if I'm a graphic artist, that's a revolutionary picture. That change picture, so like that changed how all of my job is basically done. So I have to give him at least bend the knee for that,
Plus, like he shows up to like NBA games wearing a bomber jacket, sitting courtside, throwing daps like he's Denzel Washington at a Lakers.
He definitely dabs or like does more weed than we expect.
Oh, he has to. I think he does. Absolutely.
Because that's like the most un-black guy thing to do. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of how I feel about that. But hey, good for him. He does still smoke cigs though, and you have to respect that about him.
You think he still smokes them?
I hope so. I think so. I think it's cool to smoke cigarettes if you're the president. I think it's cool to smoke cigarettes if you're a person. So I'm going to be a tough judge on that.
Black and Mild's hot or not?
Wood tip?
Yeah,
wood tip though. Wood tip's hot. Wood tip's hot. Wine flavor. Yeah, wine flavor wood tips, baby.
Oh, God.
Bitches that smell like wood tip wine flavors, not hot.
Brings me back to.
But if you're a guy, I'm saying, if you're a guy who's into girls and that girl smokes wood tips, not hot. If you're a guy that's into guys that smokes wood tips, somehow I can understand that because guys smoking cigars. Oh wait, no, now I'm out again. Because girls smoking cigars is hot as fuck.
Yeah, but like wood tip, if you see a girl smoking a Black and Mild wood tip, you probably know you're a little trashy.
Yeah, if you smoke,
your little trailer parky or your
wood tips regularly is trashy.
Yes,
you can't smoke wood you can't smoke Black and Milds as if it's your pack of cigarettes.
No, that's you.
It has to be like a special treat.
Yes,
which is funny because that's actually the trashiest. If you think of a Black and Mild as a special treat, you're homeless. Like,
I'll tell you what though, when I was living in the Cape in 2010 for a summer doing Cape Cod Baseball League stuff, and it was like every summer night I was smoking a pack of Black and Milds. I was ripping through those things. Yeah,
I had a friend, my roommate in college, who he pretended he was South African for a year and lied to me. He smoked Black and Milds. He smoked Black and Milds for a while, and it was just like insufferable. It's just like that is just the thickest smoke, and I'm a heavy smoker. Like I couldn't even put up with it. But
it was a lot. I was probably say from my like summer of my sophomore year into like midway through my junior year is when I was going heavy with it.
Do want to talk about Ryan Fitzpatrick because.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do it.
That just that alone, like I'm about a guy who's ready to do that. Anyone who is okay with just showing your bits, I think is good. I think you should have to show tits or whatever every time you sign a contract. Like that's the only time I know you're being real.
So he did that before the game today.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's his thing. Like Bert Kreischer, like some guys are just comfortable. If I like when I like, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I know I went after Frumpy Kirk a little bit ago.
Yeah.
But like I get a little frumpy every now and then too. I enjoy my sweets and cookies. I'm not gonna lie. I baked some cookies a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
But I couldn't be comfortable enough to just do that. Like that's tough.
We went after
Frumpy Kirk. Of, like comfortability within your own skin to be like, you know what? I've got the biggest dad bod imaginable.
Dude, that's a guy with a happy wife who gets the pipe when she needs it. And she's happy with it. He's like, I don't need to change a fucking thing. I'm providing for my fucking loved ones.
I'm a millionaire. I'm on TV. I'm a legend in 3 cities, not just 1, but 3. They love
Dude,
them.
you gotta respect guys like that because they'll go around just being like, yeah, and I have a small dick. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, how do you fucking live, dude? Like, that's the only thing that gets me out of my shitty life is I can go away without saying like you can't go through life with a small dick and being unsuccessful and then take your shirt off in front of fucking Gritty. You know, you can't.
He's a different.
You know, you could do that and have a huge wang hanging out and be a little self-conscious, or you do that. You know what I mean?
Dad bod's not hot, but again, I'm not into the bear type. So, but
Yeah.
you know what? I went to one bar last night. It was actually like bear night there. John, it smelled like cottage cheese.
Ew, gross.
Yeah,
and like I could imagine that.
The smells I've never.
I'd
like,
imagine the gay
it was
lifestyle has all
great
different
smell.
types of smells, though.
Huh?
I'd imagine the gay lifestyle has all new types of smells. You know,
A lot of smells
in that lifestyle.
Especially because, you know what shocked me is it's the late guys in their like late 50s, early 60s.
Yeah.
They just don't shower. There's no way these people shower.
Yeah, that's not good. You can't have that. That's the one good thing I have to say for us straights is like girls are fucking. Like,
oh no, there's some smelly females out there too.
That's probably true.
I've come across some
stanky pussy. Tommy's dove into some smelly shit. What else do we have on this agenda of ours? Trouble in Paradise we did. Oh, Kid Rock. My name is
as white, just so not hot. I am, you know what? Like
you don't like Kid Rock?
Oh my God, I'm so sick of it all. Like because it's all one big Trump blowjob. Like,
yeah.
Trump's back, yes, but the Trump blowjob, that tour that I've been watching with all these far right conservatives is embodied with this video.
Dude, I just think of I watch that Woodstock 99 documentary often, and he opens that documentary or one of the his set at Woodstock 99 and it's just like that, my name is, and he does the jump and it's like, dude, he comes out in one of those fucking name it fur coats. It's one of the best intros to a show I've ever seen. Politics aside, if he murdered our president in cold blood and then shit on the American flag, I would still hold that performance up against it and be like, yeah, he's still a good American. he's not a piece of shit yet, you know. So that's how I feel.
You separate the art from the artist.
I do, exactly. That's a good way to put it, Tom. I do. I separate the art from the artist.
You know,
that piece of shit right there is an artist. I have to admit it.
It's just you look at there's all these Southern Baptist evangelical Christians that are sitting there.
Dude, what happened to us in mid 2000s?
Everything was so fucking baggy. Everything. Look at all it's the same. Part of the early 2000s are coming back in many ways.
Oh, I know. That's because literally these motherfucking guppies. I like to call all what we were referred to as millennials, the younger generation, as now guppies instead of giving them cool names like Gen whatever. They are guppies. So all the guppies are just thrifting our old clothes, and that's why it's all fucking cool.
And they're funny. Millennials are funny.
Yeah, that's true. They did kind of make TikTok huge, you know.
They did, but they're just they don't take anything as serious as people our age, because people our age just are dramatic pussies.
Well, they were raised on our internet where we invented sarcasm for the internet. We were the ones who were okay, the internet's not so serious, guys. Let's take it back a step.
And they made it funnier.
Yeah, and they made it then funnier. Yes. Which is fair. You have to give it to these little brats. They are funny little fuckers. And they make me more jealous day by day and stupid bit by bit that I don't know what they're talking about.
But it still makes you laugh.
It does. Skibby, Ohio. Don't know what that means. Fucking funny. That's just, yeah. I have no fucking idea what it means. But I just want to be in on the joke, kid. Don't get me wrong. You terrify me. You terrify me, kid. That. High schoolers are one of my biggest fears.
And they're coming. They're coming. They're getting older. You know, there's no slowing down an age process. That's
why I keep just dating high schoolers, man, because, the old bit.
Again, You can just add it to the list. We might as well start a new bit here. When you bring up a movie and I just say I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it was from Dazed and Confused. Matthew McConaughey.
Fast Time is Ridgemont High.
Matthew McConaughey provides one of the most rapey lines in the world, which is "I get older and they stay the same age," which is illegal.
Yes, it is. I've seen the lines, but I've never seen the full movie. Like those
It's a
clips.
good movie. I didn't see it till later in life, and it revolutionized my life. I started wearing hats like this, all different things.
Yeah.
So,
all right, you want to do must?
yeah. Last thing I do want to talk about, though.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Is, and this is kind of semi-important, but and I'm just stalling at this point, really, because I can't find the graphic. And
It's very important.
And I must have deleted it, but I do have this one. TikTok died.
TikTok did die, and now it's back.
As you can see, I am not dead. TikTok is back. TikTok is fucking back. Daddy Don, who was, as Karin puts it, the guy who kind of got the fucking idea in America's head to ban TikTok, has brought TikTok back. It's kind of crazy how fast government can move, huh?
It's so not hot, TikTok, because
it is so not hot. I hate TikTok. I was so down for it to die.
I was so ready for it because all these creators that have no talent elsewhere that were making their money off of videos that were edited.
And good for them. I would rather them make their money there so they're not in my shitty job, so not mixing their fucking noses in my shitty job. Am I jealous that they're all millionaires and have nice houses? Yeah.
Like I can't stand the TikTokers.
It's hot.
Please.
Yeah.
You have all these kids that live like what's so not hot is all these 18, 19, 20, like the Bryce Halls, the
Perfect.
Hawk.
If your head looks like broccoli.
It's so I cannot stand these fucking kids. And I wanted TikTok to die. And it was part because Chinese are spying on us. It's a war weapon. I don't think we're paying attention to it. All of a sudden, this brand new app, TikTok, pops up around the time that COVID's here. Surprise.
Yeah.
Huh. So
And it just fucked the music industry. Like I appreciated that about TikTok. I always appreciated that they had a straight download video button. They were the ones who made it okay to share other people's social media content and use it to make better social media content. That is advanced social media. It has. Past that, you wouldn't catch me dead scrolling through TikTok. I don't know. I don't know why, because I think there's things that are funny on there. You could catch me for 2 hours scrolling through Facebook videos on a random Saturday morning.
Or like Instagram, Twitter.
Or Instagram.
Twitter videos.
TikTok, I don't know what it is. Maybe the algorithm of TikTok is too good, because you can't catch me dead scrolling through it. And Carm was addicted to it. And even last night, she was like, what do I do? Like those people, they just fill up their time with scrolling through that fucking talk.
If you know what, as somebody that didn't have TikTok, it was highly entertaining. Watch a bunch of gays find out at once that TikTok was a waste.
Oh, I bet that was fun.
Oh my God. I just saw my viral video that sent me viral. It's gone.
Yeah.
No. It's
bring your viral videos. Bring your viral videos to a social media platform then where there aren't fake views and shit and see how viral you go. Be honest about yourself. Yeah. How about you don't go buy $100 worth of views? That's what was crazy about TikTok. It's like throw $10, you have 30,000 views. It's like, what?
And that's why I'm looking at all the making money. I'm like, there's no way these talentless
I've been working for 5 years trying to make a video that gets 30,000 views, dude. I have yet to do it, I think. So unless you get Zonker on, it's like, I don't know. I don't know if it was healthy for the influencer job that TikTok existed. It was definitely healthy for the influencer market, and it made it flourish. So I'm happy those people have their own. It did create an industry, but it being back after just a mere day is kind of pathetic for the American people. And it's also even more pathetic that America is just letting it back if they can own 50% of it.
Yeah.
So let's trade in Chinese social media propaganda for homegrown propaganda.
Homegrown propaganda. Exactly.
Why not?
Go with Elon, go with Zuckerberg, go with and Jeff Bezos over the Chinese. Which, by the way, the Chinese have more numbers. So, that does put us at a disadvantage when you think about it.
It does. And I like the whole story of this Red Dot app that everybody just went to. And all the Chinese people are like, Hey,
So-
what's
So
going on?
apparently it's South Korean, and they were deleting all gay content. So
Really?
if you were a gay influencer, they were deleting your content.
Are they anti-gay in South Korea? South
They're
Koreans
very-
make
they're-
the most femboy looking people in the world. How could they be anti-gay?
They're very
Half of the
conservative.
like K-pop is the definition of the gay culture.
Okay.
That is shocking to me.
Yeah. They were deleting.
Really?
They were deleting it. Pro-gay content. So
Oh,
not
I've been
all
so
the
into
fuck those streams.
there's we could start my favorite segment. It's a must.
Yes, it's a must.
I started the show, and it's just like Iron Chef, but run by the Koreans. And it's probably my favorite show on television right now. It's just like a Korean. It's fucking so good. And like Korean television has to have some of the biggest example of ADD I've ever seen. Like it's 4-second shots, next shot, graphic. It's like it is. I have to find the name of this show. Hold on, I'll get it right now. But
You can watch shows like that with subtitles.
yes, I can. Because like I'm a big I like anime, so that's what kind of broke me on subtitles. Now I can't watch shit without subtitles unless some of these shows, these streaming apps these days, the subtitles give away what the person's going to say before they say it. Not okay. You can't have that.
Not hot.
You can't have that. It's kind of like fucked up in my eyes. Like you're giving away the plot here, you know. But yeah, I'm okay with subtitle. How about you? You're not a subtitle guy?
I'm not necessarily a subtitle guy. I can't read to begin with, so dyslexia will do that to you. While you're looking up the name of that show, my must for the week is I am watching all of the inauguration dresses for tomorrow and the inauguration ball gala dresses, suits, because we'll come back here and criticize that because we're catty as fuck.
Oh, I like that.
I do like
I
our. I
didn't
like
know they
our
got
work.
too
I thought we did a good.
fashion.
Say it again.
I didn't know they got too into fashion during the all
Oh
that.
yes, big fashion event. These people in DC are as shallow as it gets.
Oh, it's something about a refrigerator. Netflix.
Something about a refrigerator.
It is. It's like, because it's good, like trolling. Like they know how to troll the fact that you're watching like trolly television better than anyone.
Yeah.
What is this refrigerator? Oh, here it is. Chef in my fridge. That's what it's called. Chef in my fridge. Yeah, dude, it's so good. And they just have basically it's like a table, and there's two teams. They sit on either side, and it's just like some of the Iron Chefs are on the show, and they have to compete against each other, and they get 15 minutes basically to be able to cook something that was from the ingredients that's in the guest. Like they have like a feature guest, their fridge. They take everything that was in that person's fridge at home, and then those famous chefs have to then take those ingredients and make something, and then that's how they compete. It's a great fucking show, dude. It's a must watch. It's a must. And lastly, I watched Vice right before the show. Got me super inspired of the fact that Dick Cheney was a monster. He was just a monster. He was a monster. A monster.
Kirk calls Cullinane the Dick Cheney of the KMS world.
That would be if a Vice about fucking Cullinane. I'm just picturing the cover image of Vice right now, and it's just like, if that was Cullinane, that would be so cool. But at the end of that movie, he just looks at the camera and he's like, I'm not sorry for a fucking thing. Sorry your family was safe at the end of the day. And I was just like, fuck, I'm backing on America. I'm backing on America for a second there. Cause he's like, yeah, I went and fucking tortured prisoners. Know why? So you could go to the fucking Cubs game, you fucking pussy. And then I was like, fuck, is that true? Is it true? Is that what we have to do, is just dominate?
Kind of hot.
Kind of hot, dude. That kind of made me down for like everything America did from 2003 to 2008.
Hey, I wanted to stay safe. I didn't want to watch another.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe it would have been worse if it wasn't for Dick Cheney. How do we know?
I think we do, because we got Obama, and then all of a sudden ISIS pops up.
Yeah, that's true. No, but did you know? So to get into Iraq to start the war. We said this guy who was just like he was from Niger. He moved into Iraq and started he was an Islamic fighter, jihadist. He meets with bin Laden once, but was very against bin Laden because his mom was a Shia, and he said he was going to kill all Shias. Now, the American government said just because of that meeting that he cohorted with bin Laden for 9/11 and then went into Iraq by saying this guy's name and saying he had direct ties and that he was planning to have weapons of mass destruction. This guy was just watching this on TV. All of his friends were like, look at this fucking guy. Why are they talking about this? Dude, that's the guy who started ISIS. ISIS started because we just pointed a finger at somebody and said it was his fault. That's crazy.
Like the government, though. That's
so crazy. We made him famous for something that we called him bad for, and then we made him so famous because of it. He was able to do that.
I think we did the same thing with bin Laden, right?
Well, that's kind of true.
We pointed a finger and go, "You're next. You're going to stop."
But he did do 9/11, so like there is a certain point where it's like, okay, we had to eliminate him. He did not like we said, 9/11 was a hot day, no fucking humidity, clear as day, and he drove planes into that fucking building. It's not hot to kill 3,000 civilians. So we got to get rid of that guy, But this other guy, we were just like, he's a bad guy. And then that guy's like, know what I want to be when I grow up? A bad guy.
If you think about it, really, that's what we've done in the Middle East the entire time.
I think so.
Saddam, whether it be Gaddafi, all these guys. We just point fingers and go, you're bad.
At least Gaddafi, like we could look at it and be like, if we read this as a book, you guys are the bad guys. It's like, what did that guy do? He got fucking ripped apart.
We did it with Egypt. We do it with all these.
Yeah, we are fucking monsters out there. And as Dick told me, it's because I wanted to go to the Yankees games and feel safe. But if that's true, hot. That's fucking hot. And thanks, Dick Cheney, for all of your heart problems and anything else. Are you watching anything currently?
Yeah, I'm going to watch all the outfits for tomorrow. And
what do you think Trump rocks? It shocks me. Trump was he has his own line of ties. Great line of ties. Kind of a little too thick for the modern age, but he is not a big fashion guy. Like he is your standard suit guy.
And I like that. That's hot. So I think he's going to go. So I think he's going to go red tie, white shirt, blue suit.
Blazer, blue, yeah.
Which, by the way,
basic president uniform, like jersey.
Hot or not, moving the inauguration from outside to inside because it's too cold.
No, hot or not, taking away the television from all the people who paid for tickets so they can't see it. That's hot as shit. That's so Trump. He was like, I don't give a fuck. You got to pay more to get TVs now, dude.
You're going to go sit in the Capital One Arena up the street and that's how you watch me.
Yeah. For $100 a pop, dude. I mean, we're getting that budget balance, kid. That's hot.
That's hot.
A fiscal surplus, hot.
Yes. Hot. Rebate checks, hot. Yes.
Hot.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I got. What else you got? Anything?
That's it for me. So, hey, listen, this is week 2. Hot or not, I think was one of the big underdogs last week. I think everybody was on board with it. So
we're not loud, we're not flashy, because when we come here, we're loud and flashy, but we put our nose down to the grindstone and make this show better day by day. And that's what we're committed to. And if these fans don't want to watch that, that's their fault, honestly.
I think we've got a wide audience, John. I think we have a wide audience. We have something successful. We have to do one more. So cheers. And the week.
I can now get a new bottle, which makes me happy because this one was a little sour tasting this week.
Listen, everybody's on a treadmill this week. Justin got on a treadmill this week. He did a 5.
Carm just got off the treadmill. She's on a streak. How many days, Carm? She doesn't know. I think it's 16, though.
Okay. 16.
18.
Cheers.
Every day except the first. Cheers.
Every day except the first. All right. Sounds like a period thing.
All right. Bye.
Cable Access, Channel 62 presents
Hot or Not.